And welcome to shit.
It's not Stargates, but welcome to the
Oh my
Geeks.
god.
This is the the ghost of a Lil speaking.
Oh, this is Steve. I thought I was
I
keeping agreement. It looks like Sean's keeping it way more green than
oh
me.
I'm definitely green. That's gonna let you know that. I am green, but I also thought that this was a salt and pepper show and a Star Geek show. I wasn't thinking about it at the same time. I just thought I don't know, my brain
That's a
was
little
somewhere
sneak peek of Star Geeks, how we open up every show.
else. Hey, yeah, that's what we want shit from now on. I'm just gonna do that from now. Fuck it. Oh man. What's up? What's going on? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's up, Lil? How you
Uh,
feeling, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm cold as shit. I can't
Wow.
live
You're in
in this.
Chicago. We're not surprised it ain't cold.
Yeah,
I can't. It's actually mild right now. Like it's in the 40s right now. And there's no, there was snow when we drove in, but not a lot. But I'm just, man, my blood has thinned out like crazy. Like I've been wearing a knit cap the whole time.
Oh, we were
And
totally making fun of you last week. We were like, that man is not used to the Chicago weather. That man is
no,
adapted to Florida like quickly. Like
Yes, you
well,
have.
I mean, there's also like in the Chicago weather, I had 305 more pounds on me to
shootings.
keep
Oh,
me
sorry.
insulated.
Sorry. I was just gonna throw that out there.
That too,
Chicago's a wild, wild west out there.
yeah,
The wild
so
Midwest.
I had all that there to keep me warm, and then even in the last few years, I'm not as
Oh, you had more
I'm thinner.
insulation in the past, is what you're saying.
Yes, and I'm
You
thinner
keep that
now than I've
heat
ever
in.
been. So you tie that with my blood thinning out from Florida. It's just a double
Lil
whammy.
used to be the biggest dude on the podcast. Now I'm the biggest dude on the podcast. That's crazy.
I know. I was close there for a minute. I was getting up there. I was right there with you.
You're still tall, man. So it's like your weight to your height ratio, you're fine.
Taylor, hello. Ed, where the fuck are you at, Ed?
I was
Al,
gonna
what's
run
up,
down his beat.
Al?
It's almost the end of the year, Ed. That's what
I can't wait. Ed texted me and told me he was listening to Fantastic Land. Oh, I can't wait to talk to him about it. That fucking book is so good, so goddamn good.
Ed, if you're done, man, you got to join us on here to talk about it. Can't talk about that on Stargates.
That if they do that, if they adapt that book into I don't think it should be a movie. It needs to be like a mini series. Like it doesn't have a story that continues. So like
too much stuff.
Like 10 episodes, an hour each. I think you get plenty. I think you a little kind of like Chernobyl.
Didn't they have sequels?
No, but like the Chernobyl. No, not the Fantastic Land book. But remember the Chernobyl series that HBO did?
Mm-hmm.
Like 8 episodes, 10 episodes, amazing. Like that. Do it like that. Tell your story and be done with it. And just let it live and be awesome by itself.
Long form, short form, basically.
Long form,
yeah. Yeah, long form of short series,
Yep.
Mini series. But they ain't gonna do that. They're gonna try to get that money as much as they can. So they're gonna try to find a way.
That book is told. But that book is told in such a weird way that like there's one chapter in that book that's all dedicated to these two people that are like living in this hotel and they're by themselves, except this one night, this crazy ass killer guy comes in there with a mask and like starts terrorizing them around this whole hotel, and that's it. That's just this one chapter that like describes this one fucking night for this people, and then it moves on and tells more of what's going on over here. And it's like it can be done so well as just a show. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean it's probably Prime for Amazon Prime or HBO Max. Like those would be the only two that I could see pulling off. Like I guess Netflix could.
Netflix, Hulu could, and shit. I'm not putting anything past Paramount Plus. Those boys over at Paramount Plus can fucking knock it out of the park.
True.
And even Peacock for the most part. Like fucking Peacock, like Chucky's really good. I mean, I know that wasn't like a Peacock original, but like the NBC studios, like they're knocking. They're all doing really good. Even MGM, that From show is fucking awesome. And if Stars picks it up, Stars is banging them out too. they're all really good.
I
guess who do we not want to have it?
I really don't want NBC to handle it, but that's Peacock, so.
Well, I think
let them do it.
for the money, it should be Prime. Prime will put the most money into it. You know, if it's worth it.
Well, it seems like Disney's put a lot into Andor this week. We learned that. Damn, that was a lot of money. They must be doing some real crazy shit over there. I can't wait to talk about that because that's gonna be amazing.
I don't know anything.
Well, I think a lot of it's practicals too, right?
Shit.
Like
it was Ella. How much was it for Andor? I can't even remember.
It was like $350 around that
for season 2.
Yo, dog, here it is. Astronomical price. Hold on, Steve. 600. The budget. He said, remember, Disney's Andor had a total budget of $645 million to date.
For both seasons.
Yeah, they said that nearly $65 million of the budget for Andor is enough to easily double even some of the Star Wars movies from Disney. So $650 fucking million altogether.
I just wonder what the return is. Like, do you not send a lot of Andor merch?
No, and we'll talk about this next week too. But you know, I mean, it's just something to talk about.
You can come on if you want. You know the address. You know the password.
You sure do.
Yeah, you're an admin, so
yeah. But man, I'm muffled. It might be my earphones.
I could use another bald-headed white guy coming on here and help me out. Let's see. A little.
Am I not bald enough for you?
You're getting there, buddy.
Did I sound muffled? My bad. It was my earphones. I switched out earphones.
You sound much better now.
Yeah, actually, you do sound better.
Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate that, brother. But yeah, that was just a real like. I will talk about that next week on Star Geeks, but I just thought it was just like, wow, fuck.
That's the thing about getting old. I didn't know if it was you, Sean, if it was your mic, or if it was just me being old, and that's what he sounded like to me tonight. Like a lot of times, it takes me a little bit. I'm just like, I don't question shit right away. I'm like, I need to see if this is me or them. We'll see.
But you know the crazy part is, y'all heard everything I said.
We did.
That's because y'all know me so fucking well.
We've adapted.
So I talk fast sometimes, and y'all the only people understand me when I'm talking.
Us and all the wonderful listeners.
Yeah, mostly y'all.
You know, I had a question. I know next week we're gonna do a show, the best of 2024.
Came up with a cool name for that.
You did.
But I think because we're not, 2024 starts middle of the week, I wanted to throw out there, what is your geeky resolutions for 2025?
Stop spending money on collectibles. That's my fucking resolution.
You're gonna break that in the first month.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now.
You're gonna buy something in January.
No. I already got 3 things pre-order pending. And that is probably it. I'm not gonna go down more of a road than like the little small G.I. Joe, $20 G.I. Joe things that I'd be buying, but I'm not going down a $300, $400, $500, $600 road of statues and shit like that. I've said this before, but I think this time, like, I really feel it. Like, I'm feeling it.
It says it's never happening. It says it's never happening.
No, I'm really feeling it. Like, I'm really, really feeling it. Like, I'm like, yo, I gotta stop wasting money. Like, I'm just like at that point where I'm just like, I gotta stop that shit. This is stupid. And I'm coming to that. You've never heard me say that before. Like, literally, I need to stop spending money, stop wasting money. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm feeling it. I'm not feeling it, but I'm feeling it. Like, I'm like, oof.
Well, you're feeling it, but your room is already so...
It's set, right? There's not a lot.
So much stuff in there. And you got stuff you don't even have room for. So it's like, maybe just taking a break for a little bit, getting your room, you're working on your room rather than working on going out.
Yeah.
And buying more shit.
You're definitely right. But the worst part is I got to go back to New York in February.
And that comic book store is right down the street.
Yeah, it's like 2 blocks away. But I mean, I'm not interested in comics anymore either. So.
Yeah, but it's not about the comics. It's about what you go in there and see on your lunch break. I'm just going to go walk around and look at what I see on my lunch break. Like, ooh, oh shit, look at this.
You never know, right? I walked into 2 shops today and I bought stuff. I was like, I don't need any of this, but I bought it.
The good thing though for me is that I know the things that I do want, I can't get at a store. Like the big things that I want, I can't get it. I have to get it other ways. And I'm happy about that because those come around every 6 to 7 months, and you put a pre-order down, and that's really it. And I only need 3 more ships to my collection at best, 3. And that's it. Like, yo, I'm happy. And I don't even write this. Yo, I got rid of HasLab Ghost last week, dog. Like, when have I ever done that? Got rid of something so fucking fast. I have never done that before. I know I don't.
Not that fast. Yeah.
So Al's saying 2024 has been really rough. Hoping to get back to spending some money on my geekdom. Haven't really bought anything this year. Yeah, that's been the story. I mean, fucking inflation is brutal out there. Like, I'm not joking. Like, every item that used to be $1 is $5 now. Every item that used to be $20, $100. Like, it's astronomical. Like, you go to the thrift store now, everything that used to be like 10 cents, $1. Everything that used to be $1, $5. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I still be going to the thrift store. You still find some cool shit.
Yeah, you still find some great shit out there. It's just...
But Al, I feel you, bro. Like, I haven't spent like money. Like, I bought a lot of shit. Like, and you'll see, I have a lot of shit for the toy box tonight. But it's all costs like nothing. I'm like spending pennies, like, and I'm like, look at all this shit I got, like all my tapes, all the shit, like $500 maybe total. I'll probably spend on that,
Yo,
like it doesn't cost me money. So.
I'm gonna tell y'all after the show what I spent this year. Y'all gonna be like,
I probably can predict.
You can, yeah, I'm pretty sure. We'll talk about that off the show though. But
what I've spent on geeky shit this year, less than $300 easy. I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought no toys, no statues, no nothing. Toy box this year.
Buy one nothing. Statue.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got 3. I got 3 already on pre-order, so I can't.
Okay, that's good. That's a good. Buy at least one statue, Taylor. I get that. Like, so making a geeky resolution like that, like something I want to accomplish this next year for sure. I want to get this room fixed up. I want to get these detoffs sold out. I want to get my shelves redone, and I will get some real lighting put in. Get this place.
Taylor, are you talking about like a resin statue, like a quarter scale sideshow? Like what kind of statue, or any statue? PVC statue. I mean those McFarlane things that you've gotten. I mean those I would consider statues. So I already put Aura 10 C2E2. C2E2 is going to cost a lot.
I'm not
has gone up in price.
I'm not getting on a plane right now anytime soon, so because I just had to renew my ID and I didn't get a real ID, so I'm like, I can't really get on a plane anyways. Well, I selected to do it. Like I selected, I'll do the real ID thing, and then I did all the shit, and then they sent me a new,
just a regular
license in the mail with my old picture and everything, just a new expiration date. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is not how it's ever happened before. Like, every time I've had to go in and fill out the shit. And it's not the first license renewal. It's weird.
Al wants to start reading and getting heavy back into comics. There's a lot of good stories I see on YouTube and Marvel and DC. I think I have 2 resolutions that I want to focus on. One, because Fernando called me out and try to give Ed my job. I need to watch more TV.
Well, but I will come to your defense in this last thing. Will's been going to law school at the same time as doing the show, right, and at the same time as having a full-time job and being a father and husband. Like, we give you shit about watching stuff, but that's because we like to give you shit on the show because it's funny.
Yeah, but still,
we always just think like, oh, let's not gonna watch it, but it's not because like of any malicious. We know you're fucking busy, and the time that you do have to turn your brain off to TV is usually spent with
Wait, I've watched this man at home. Listen, he goes down a whole rabbit hole on YouTube and kind of shit that I've watched this man in his house.
Hanging out with you, going down a rabbit hole.
I watch this man in his house.
I get it. I get it, Sean. That's true. But you know why those rabbit holes are good? Because it's like I don't have to like focus on like the story and like and I did this year, you know, Agatha, Penguin. I watched those. I got through those, but
you got through Acolyte. You got through the Star Wars.
Yeah,
shows.
all the Star Wars ones we've been watching. I've been doing those. So, but I like to add more. I mean, I know this because this is my last semester. I graduate in May, so hopefully, you know, I can better balance this last semester.
You need to get on House of Geeks with us when Night of the Seven Kingdoms comes on next summer, because that's a fresh story. You could just start out. We're all going into it not knowing nothing.
All right.
Stop this man now.
I would like that. Be awesome. You know, Ed's gonna be there. Be like Star Geeks times 2.
It's gonna be so confusing for him. It's like, what is this? I started. Yo, Steve, I went back down Game of Thrones. Started again. Start all over again. See how it feels.
It feels old when you go back and watch that first season. You're like, man, this shit is old.
Yeah, there's some shit I wanted to skip. I'm like, I want to skip this because I already know what happens.
Yeah.
So Taylor's looking for the sideshow statues. That's good. That's good. So that's a good thing. And the other thing I want to focus on is downsizing my collection, but also using that downsize to add value to my collection. Like, you know, I have a lot of duplicates. I have a lot of things that I don't care for. A lot of comics, like, you know, and it's not that. And I'm going to say I'm going to get rid of my DC comics, but I'm going to get rid of a lot of Marvel stuff too. Like, I only want to keep like first appearance books that mean something, you know, to me, and really focusing on that, you know. So like all the other extra stuff that I have is like, I don't need it, you know.
You died down on comics wow.
Yeah. I mean, I picked up a few this year. I picked up some good, you know, key Marvel books, and we got that Amazing Spider-Man number 10 and stuff like that. Today I was looking at an upgrade to my Amazing Spider-Man 300, but until I sell that 300 I have raw, I don't want to invest into a better graded one. But I think that's what I want to focus on, is getting my collection kind of more focused and pristine, even though I bought a bunch of little things on this trip. But some of them are really cool. So also with the video game stuff. What's up, Pacino? Also with the video game stuff, like not to downsize, but like I have a lot of duplicates, a lot of multiple. I just need to just clear it out, curate it, keep what works right, make it look nice, and then just move on from there.
We were cleaning some shit out of the other room today, the game room, and I'm like pulling shit out. I'm like, do we want to keep this? We should probably keep it. Like, we haven't looked at this in a year. It's going in the trash. If we haven't needed it in a year, if we do need something like that, we're not gonna remember it's here. We're gonna end up buying another one. Get this the fuck out of here. If you haven't looked at it in a year, it needs to go.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing in the garage too, because I bought a Bowflex, so I got to get it in the garage. So I'm gonna get some lift in, so I can actually grow some shoulders. But that's not a geeky resolution. So.
I don't know. A little with shoulders would be interesting.
You got a lot of work to get them shoulders. Your shoulders is like see them.
You go down like a little triangle, like a Christmas tree man.
No.
You got some shoulder. You got a little bit of shoulder. You got
actually not anymore. I've been kind of coming
when he goes like this, it's comical.
Yeah,
it is.
You look like Dustin from Stranger Things. You can make his shoulders touch. Like you don't have that collarbone is gone away. Like.
I do though. I do. It's all bone though. It's all bony.
Yeah, I can't stand you, dog. Oh, I be trying to bring it back. I see a little person. You can't tell.
I'm just kidding. It's just honestly, it's just the angle. None of this stuff really.
Angle. No. His shoulders are crazy, but you know,
I all the time hanging out with him in person, I never once noticed his lack of shoulders.
Now you see him. Now you're gonna notice it. Now.
All I see is his head and his shoulders. It's hard not to not see it right here.
True.
I got too much shoulder. I look. Oh man.
Well, it was Christmas this last week, Geeks. It was how was y'all's Christmas? How was I mean, you're back in Chicago though, so you had a white Christmas.
For a little bit, it's just been more cold and a little rainy, so it hasn't gotten
I guess
to.
It's not fucking April, so it's not snowing like cats and dogs over there.
Well, it was before we got here. It was snowing, and so we saw snow on the ground and everything, and then it's kind of warmed up. I guess next week it's supposed to be in the 20s, so I'm like glad we're getting the hell out of here tomorrow morning. So, what's up, Albert? Merry Christmas to you as well. Happy New Year.
Ed said, on your way back to Florida, stop in PA, we can shrug it off. I don't know what that is, but okay.
No, I don't make my way through PA.
Yeah, I've been getting on him for years for that shit. But he goes a different way. He goes around.
Probably south,
through the
not
mountains.
Fucking east, and then down the coast.
Yeah, you would think it would be that way because I know Ali. I know Ali when he goes to Chicago, he drives, New York that way. So I always think that you're coming my way, but
so you go over the mountains. So what? How mountainous is that drive? Like
it's enough where your ears pop and stuff. And I don't like to do it at night. It's
you got
crazy.
Cliffs and stuff like all right next to the edge. Bro, that's how it is out. Bro, you should see how my drive to my kids' school. Cliffs, guardrails, all the shit.
Oh, that freaks me out. I'm like, I
have to drive through that every single day.
I don't like, and I got like a thing with like bridges, like the height of that.
So do I.
Freaks me out. I can't. And that I've just gotten like that in the last like.
John, the drive, my drive to the grocery store involves going over a mountain, and then we go through this thing called 13 Corners. And that's because it's a windy ass road down the mountain, 13 turns. And like going down the mountain, it's all right because you're on the side of the mountain. But coming up, you've got the guardrail side the whole way. And then once you get down to the bottom, you cross a long bridge over the river and then go back up the hill. And then I can get to the grocery store.
Dude, my anxiety of bridges in the last couple of years, dog, has been so bad, dude. When I go,
we go over a big bridge from Indiana to Kentucky, right into Louisville. It's a big bridge. It's,
The scariest bridge I go on is called the Antioch Bridge. And that's just, and the only reason that one's scary is because it's 2 lanes, 1 lane on either side of the bridge. And when you see it from dumbass far. And that motherfucker is just so tall. It just looks like a roller coaster, like a big. And then when you're coming up to it, you're like, it just goes straight up. Like, how am I going to do this? It just goes straight up. And then you get to it and like you are driving like at an angle. And then like in my work van, I'm high up, and the guardrail on that is like low. So like it just looks like you look out and it's just nothing but sky. And
welcome to Bridge Geeks.
I'm just like, I don't like that bridge. That bridge freaks me out a little bit.
Dude, the one
because then it's windy and your van is like, you're way the fuck up there. So it's like
when I had to go get
what happens with snow?
There's no snow in California, bro.
I thought you get some snow.
Man, up in the mountains. I've had like a light dusting up here, and my kid's school got snow last year, but it was only for a day.
Dude,
we're not that high of elevation. It's crazy mountains.
When I went to get the Han Solo and Carbonite, I had to go over the Virginia Bridge, Virginia into like Virginia Beach, North Carolina, or South Carolina, or North Carolina. Yo, dog, the beach is just surrounded by water. It's like the bridge is surrounded by water. So like when you're going down, all you see is just water, and like that shit freaks me the fuck. And then it goes underground. So Lord forbid, man, that shit.
Tunnels. Oh yeah. Well, see, and Sean, I got to work in San Francisco all the time, so just to get over to San Francisco. You got to take a bridge. You got to take one bridge, one of many, to get up there. Right? No, well, I hardly ever go over the Golden Gate Bridge. I've only driven over that like twice. I'm usually on the Bay Bridge, and the Bay Bridge is a motherfucker. That's almost a 10-mile long bridge, and that is just the assholes drive the traffic, bro.
The bridge? Now, why people gotta be
On the
assholes on the
bridge.
bridge?
Cutting you off, fucking changing lanes and shit.
Like, yo, it's just me, you, and opportunity outside of the bridge.
And that's a double decker. When you go into San Francisco, you're on top, and when you're coming out, you're on the bottom of the bridge.
Fucking bridges, man. Fucking bridges, dog. Fucking hate them. Anyway, enough bridge talk.
That's it. Merry Christmas, geeks.
Yeah. Don't drive on bridges.
Do you watch anything this week? Hello, did you start watching What If?
No, I haven't been around.
I haven't watched a second of What If.
I did some bullshit. I watched the last episode. I think the second to last episode, because there's one more episode left. I just watched that one. I was like, you know what? I'll just watch this one. I don't care about nothing else. It was like a Howard the Duck and like.
Oh, is that the one where he got Darcy pregnant? Weird.
I'm like, I don't want to listen to that.
I guess we're going down that road in MCU.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. But anyway.
I watched Creature Commandos. I did watch Creature Commandos. That was a good episode. Clayface was in it. A lot more of Frankenstein's backstory. I love the way Frankenstein is drawn in this show. It's really good. And I think that if it looks anything close to that in live action, like big and bulky and shit, like it'll be really, really good. Really cool. Yeah, it's good. It's another good episode of Creature Commandos. Not much else to say. It didn't really move this. Ooh, there was a really good action scene between the creatures and like the military of that weird Russian Night Kingdom place. Very gory. Mr. Phosphorus punches through a dude's face. Dude, that shit was awesome. Remember when he steps on that other dude's face and like it cuts away so you can't see it, but then it cuts back and you see it. And you're like, oh. You're like, God damn, that show was messed up, man. Dr. Phosphorus is so OP. The tank was flying at him, and he was like, fuck it. He takes his clothes off and just, you know how like all the superheroes, like Doctor Strange, Blue Beetle, they all cut the thing in half. Well, he cuts the tank in half, but he does it like standing like this with two middle fingers, and then middle fingers through the guys and faces in the tanks. Just
fucking crazy. Just walks right through it.
Just walks right through it, and then it just melts and explodes. Just very.
You know Dr. Phosphorus was from Batman Beyond? I don't remember him being in anything else but Batman Beyond.
I don't think he was Dr. Phosphorus in that. I think I think that's kind of like the same. I don't think it's that character. Yeah. But I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I've never seen him before this. So
neither. I don't remember it either.
But he's awesome. He's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to catch up.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Did you watch the Weasel episode, Lil?
No, because that released when we were leaving.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That episode's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so I'm too behind on that.
Taylor was right. Blight was his name on Batman Beyond.
Ah, thank you, Taylor.
I'll catch up on why am I drawing a blank on Star Wars show? Because
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew thing. So
that was another good episode too. Shocking.
I've been telling everybody here to watch it. You know, especially like we have friends with young kids who are big Star Wars fans. I'm like, you guys have to watch this show. Like you grew up on the Goonies. This is Goonies in space. This is all every little pirate movie show that we all grew up watching. Star Wars style.
Christmas movies. I did watch Home Alone this last week. I love fucking Home Alone. What else?
I hate that movie.
I know
we've ended up watching Elf like 4 times.
I watched Die Hard. I watched Die Hard the other night. That was good.
It was weird because again, like we don't have regular TV, but in the hotel, you get regular TV stations. They had a whole like marathon of all the Rankin Bass shows. There's so many things that I've never seen or heard of in my life. With the claymation and the not clay, because I didn't realize they did cartoons as well.
Yeah, did you know they did like the Frosty and Rudolph team up movie? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they also had like a Jack Frost movie I've never seen. Get out of there!
What? You never saw the Jack Frost movie?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Not the claymation one, because then all of a sudden he showed up in one of the cartoons and it was the same guy. I'm like, this is crazy. The whole multiverse or universe that they just built here. There was something that Jenny watched that she knew about. She loved it. It was like, I think it was the night before Christmas, and it was these mice talking and stuff. I'm like, well, this is never seen this either. Like I've missed out on so many of these Christmas shows.
They're not very.
I knew the Rudolph ones. I knew the Frosty ones, but like,
I mean, they were cool, but as you grew up, it just got more weirder. And creepy.
Well, and not only that, but there's just
they
more,
are weird,
right? They were great when we were growing up because that's what we had. But now there's so many more options. There's that little CGI elf thing that Disney put out a couple years ago, where like the elves are like special ops kind of guys, and they're like canvassing the house and like figuring out what toys need to be in there and all that shit. Like that one's really good.
Yeah, I watched Krampus. I watched Krampus again. I actually like
that. That's really good. Krampus is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I actually like that one.
Hell, I have not. That's one of the first things me and the wife want to watch when we get back on Monday.
Squid Game 2. So it's been busy. We had to go out of town for Christmas Eve and then Christmas, and I actually had to work this last week. You know, I didn't get the week off like a lot of people, so it's been a lot. There's just been a lot going on. Did not have time for Squid Game 2 because I have to read that one. I don't like the subtitle. I don't like the.
Yeah, I don't like doing that either. I'm just like, eh.
No, I will. I don't like their dubbing, so but so that means I have to wait until I'm like ready to sit there and read the whole thing.
I get that. Steve, I was going to tell you, Alex got Helldivers for the PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
I even got a Helldivers shirt, so he's all in.
Helldivers is pretty good. Sebastian was playing Helldivers today. I've been playing the PlayStation a lot lately, but that has nothing to do with Helldivers. We'll talk about that in the toy box.
Wait, what?
We'll talk about that in the toy box.
Okay.
Anybody else got anything they watched?
I'm curious.
Or are we going to start getting into all our Christmas goodies?
I don't have anything to show up, so I was going to wait. But
till when?
Till next week. I don't have.
You can wait.
Show everything I got.
I got a whole bunch of shit.
You can go ahead and show it. I have it all packed up already. So
let's see. What do I start with? Well, I have a new space heater. That was cool. I needed that for the room. Okay. Well, we can start with tape talk. I got some tapes. Got some cool tapes. PlayStation. I say, oh yeah. I guess I can start with that. I was gifted by the wife Baldur's Gate 3 for the PlayStation 5. Taylor's been trying to get me onto that game for a minute. And I have logged quite a few hours into that game in the last few days. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm thinking I'm doing things the wrong way on a lot of stuff. There's definitely a learning curve. Like, I struggled for a long time figuring out how to get to a fucking... You know, I'm like, how the fuck do I get over there? The map's telling me to go over there. I can't get over there. It's fucking... I'm like, I won't go. Walking all around. Hours. You got to tell your guy to jump. You got to go into the fucking action wheel and tell your guy to fucking jump over there. And then he'll do it. And I'm like, oh. It's Baldur's Gate 3 is a true RPG of straight up Dungeons and Dragons, like official Dungeons and Dragons, the characters and all that. True RPG. And you deal a lot. You roll dice in that fucking game and everything. And sometimes it doesn't work in your favor, and that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know if I would like that.
I think that it's a different kind of game. Yes, AJ, it is a turn-based game, which is I'm getting the hang of now. I've got my characters down where I'm like, ooh, if I have this guy come up and I cast this spell first, that'll allow me to do this, and you know, like I'm starting to figure out like the plays. I'm more interested in how the game is going to play multiplayer. I'm curious as to how that works. Like, I know I've read that it's best to start where everyone who just basically starts a new character and you guys all start at the same time. I know it's possible that you can jump into somebody else's game or they can jump into yours. But I kind of want to know how it works out because it's very much a main player's story when you're playing it by yourself. So I'm wondering if that changes or how much of that changes when you're playing it multiplayer. But the way Taylor's talking about setting up like a party and having like a group that gets together weekly and logs some hours on that, just it sounds like a lot of fun. And I think with the right group, it could be cool because it is slowed down. So when you're in the middle of a fight, you can actually talk to the other party members and be like, oh man, fucking like we should try this and do this and do this. And this guy's coming on the right. Very, very cool. So I'm really curious to see how that works. But so far the game is awesome and the game is horny. Everybody wants to get down in that game. And it's very adult. Like when you're creating your character, we'll just say there's lots of options. Lots and lots of options.
Wow. Ed wants to know, Steve, if you're watching a GTA 5 online.
Not watch the play online, but I did read about it. Ed turned me on to this thing. It's only available on the PC right now, but it's called GTA RP, and it's basically a RPG, Grand Theft Auto. Like you log on and you level up, but you do weird shit. Like you can just play as a cab driver if you want. And I guess that's cool. It's kind of like a life simulation game if you play it that way. Yeah. Could be cool, but I mean, it sounds cool because you could basically get on the game and do anything. So if you had a group, we could get on the game and be like, let's start a car dealership. Ed would be like, let's start a fucking car wash. And we would go run a car wash with Ed on Grand Theft Auto. Listen, there ain't nothing to fucking play right now anyways. So,
but well, that's why I buy retro.
Baldur's Gate. Taylor, I will link up with you on PlayStation soon, and we'll figure out who's going to be part of this group. Because so far, it doesn't sound like I got any other takers here, and Lino didn't sound crazy hot. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out.
I mean, I do like RPGs and turn-based games. I mean, but to a point. I mean, so one of my Christmas presents I got the Final Fantasy collection on the Switch. Final Fantasies 1 through 6, all the 8-bit and 16-bit games. Okay. I'm excited to go through those because they are super expensive.
Is it new Switch 2 coming out?
Switch 2 is supposed to come out next year.
Next year.
Yeah, supposedly. There's so many rumors, who knows? But what we know about the Switch 2 is I believe it's going to be backwards compatible, so that's why I don't mind continuing to get games because that's a plus, right? Having it backwards compatible, you're not losing your library, or I wouldn't get rid of my Switches anyway, but I can still play it on the better console. Hopefully bigger screen, hopefully better screen. So
one of the other things, video game related for Christmas, I got a little was inspired by you, sir. I got this guy. This guy right here slaps right into my little
emulation stick
HDMI to composite fucking converter box.
Which one did you get? I've seen so many of those. How many games? 50,000?
24,000 something. I don't know. You can't even get through all the pages.
And so much.
And every time I look, I find something new. Like there's everything you could think of. It's like there's Batman, all the Batman games from the movies, Power Ranger games, Super Mario. And then you can go on the top and there's like you can select the consoles and there's Game Boy and Sega and Nintendo and all this stuff. And some of them are named a little weird.
Is the base the wheel where you can select and the wheel turns?
The base, it basically starts off on the King of Fighters page every time. And so it's got all those games on the right. And then you just change the page. You just go over. It is a cool PlayStation controller they come with, but also they kind of suck. Yeah, they kind of suck. So I think instead of I'll pop the little dongle out and probably just use one of my other little mini system controllers, plug it right into the USB and control.
You should be able to get a dongle that would work for your Xbox controllers.
Oh, well then I'll just do that because the response on this is trash. Like the
but is that connected through the dongle or connected through the USB?
Through the dongle.
Not USB. Bluetooth.
Bluetooth through the dongle. The ones that comes with.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, there's like I think you could buy like a $10 adapter. I think it's by 8BitDo.
Oh, they do a lot of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can use it to sync your either PlayStation controller or your Xbox controller, so you could, because those are more comfortable using that for those.
Anybody that wants to look at this is just called the Game Stick Lite. I looked it up on Amazon. It was like $40. I think $45 Rachel got, and it just plugs right in. I can take all my mini systems that I have crowding at my desk. Those can all get put back over in the entertainment center because all those games are on here. And I can just leave this plugged in behind my TV. You'll never even see it. And whenever I turn it on, it's just on. As long as I plug the power in, it's just ready to go. So that's really cool. So that was really fucking awesome. And now, tape talk. What do we got for the tape talk? I got Batman the movie with Burt Ward and Adam West.
That looks cool as shit, though.
Very cool box. Very cool cover. Very cool.
That's really cool, Steve.
Yeah, I saw that and had to pick that one up. What else did I got? Oh, I picked up Scary Movie. Another good box. All the boxes I got were in great condition. I'm going to save those. Let's see what else. Oh, I got The Arrival with Charlie Sheen. Another good box. Great condition. It's all shiny and shit.
What was that about? I can't remember that movie.
I was going to say, I don't remember that. With
Aliens. It's Aliens. And and then the only thing I remember about it was at the very end, he's got a friend. And like the dude like turns around to walk away and like his knees go in backwards and he starts running away because his friend is an alien. It's weird. Now I know this is a terrible movie and I don't want to have it, but I thought it was there and it didn't cost me much.
We had to review The Arrival for 31 days.
I got Home Alone 3. Add it to the Home Alone movies. I know it's an even lesser one and I don't like it, but I got Friday in good condition.
You don't already have that?
I could have sworn I did.
But you had that too.
Me too. But I don't see it.
Damn!
I have Friday, right? She's like, I don't see it anymore. I'm like, no way. But I have it now. And I got The Arrival too, because he had that there too. So.
They had an Arrival too?
Well, let's see. The Arrival
is Charlie Sheen in that too?
No. This one stars get ready for this cast. Patrick Muldoon, Michael Sarrazin, and Jane Sibbett. A bunch of nobodies.
Patrick Muldoon.
You've heard of Patrick Muldoon, but do you got like, see, like you fucking cast him and shit, like in your fan casting?
I mean, back in the 90s and 80s, yeah.
I thought I had this one too, but apparently I didn't. But it's another great box. Kurt Russell's Soldier. Couldn't have sworn I had that, but I guess I didn't. And I know I have this, but this is again a variant cover, a little. The Highlander 2 Renegade version director's cut. I definitely don't have this copy, so that was cool. Pick that up. Is that it? I think that might be it. Yep. I got a couple more, but I got 8-Legged Freaks with what's his fuck?
David Arquette.
And
see, Patrick Muldoon is in everything, dog. Like, yo,
he's been a ton of
Doc
stuff.
Brown. Heath Ledger's The Order with everybody from A Knight's Tale. All those people that were in that action comedy tried to make a horror movie the next year, and it didn't work very well, but I got it. And last but certainly not least, The Destroyer of Careers, but a great box, Cutthroat Island. Great box.
Cool box.
Really cool box. Very cool cover. Is
that with Gina Davis?
Gina Davis and fucking Matthew Modine.
And Patrick Muldoon. Sorry, I'm just joking. Is he probably in? He probably is.
Patrick Muldoon, Starship Troopers. Okay, and then
he was in Starship Troopers, wasn't he?
He was.
Yep.
Don't be shitting on Patrick Muldoon, Steve.
while I was at a place, I got this guy kind of he bundled me a little. He was like, oh, if you buy this, I'll throw in these tapes. And buying them. It's like, all right. So I ended up picking up this in that bundle. It's another Rewinder in really good condition. It works. You can never have too many of those, I guess. I got one already, but that's cool. And then I got this thing. This is a 2-deck VCR. You can record one to another. You could actually hook up 2 TVs to it and be playing 2 movies at the same time from one device. So that's pretty cool.
That's actually very cool.
The remote is like this. It takes a 9-volt battery. It's what happened?
No, I look at the remote, but I also put a battery.
He's doing the battery.
You take that shit up. Fuck Patrick Muldoon. Now I have a beef with Patrick Muldoon. Damn,
that shit look cool as shit though, Steve. We see that remote.
Dude, this is so retro. It looks like an old Tiger game. Like,
yo, I thought you gotta put that shit in a case, man. That shit's nice.
Look at the instructions. He's like, it comes with the instructions.
Steve.
I bet that was a rental.
Look at this shit.
That's awesome.
I bet that was a VCR rental.
Yo, Steve, I need you to start probably getting like vintage, like certain like old entertainment things. Do you have a Blu-ray?
Huh?
Do you have a what the hell is it called? A little
Betamax?
The big Betamax?
I have some Betamax tapes, but I don't have a Betamax player. I want one really bad. I want that, and I want Laserdisc too.
Actually, what about a Laserdisc?
I want it so bad, Sean. I want it so bad. But the problem with Laserdisc is like you really can't display those. Their cases are so thin that if you put them sideways, they look like records. So you can't tell what they are. And then when you face them in the forward, they take up so much real estate. It's like, that's a lot. And it's expensive too. Like that's an expense that like VHS is a little bit cheap. Like all this big giant fucking thing, $30 for that plus the rewinder and like 4 tapes. It's like not bad.
Not bad at all.
But it depends. It depends, James. I don't mean to be, a picky busybody about tapes, but I certainly don't need any duplicates and stuff like that. So
he got some shit. He got some shit in there. like he has a real video store, dog. Like
I have so much.
Did you make signs like entertainment? Like did you make like horror?
No, but look, there's a little sneak peek. Like that's all those tapes you guys always see, but then there's like all this overflow that's never seen, and then it spills over. All underneath my desk is full from the ground to the top with tapes.
That's awesome, dude.
I have nowhere to put them all.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. You can actually have a real rental. You can have a real movie store if you really wanted to.
The problem is I don't fucking trust people. I don't trust them with my shit, and then I know they're gonna take my shit and they're gonna not bring it back, or they're gonna fuck something up, or I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I'll rent this fucking tape from you for $5 or whatever, and then they're gonna sell that shit on eBay for $300.
Yeah,
fuckers. I know, because when I was making the store, like I think maybe a couple people thought I was actually gonna open a store, and I was like, no, I'm calling it a video store, but only in name only. Like I don't want anybody fucking coming over here looking at my shit.
Well, yeah, be kind, rewind, man.
You do need to find Steve. I've seen him now. I haven't seen him for sale yet, but I've seen him around like the old Blockbuster floor mats, like that they used to keep at the door, like when it rained.
Yeah,
like it was just like this rubber mat thing kind of thing with the Blockbuster logo.
I would love that.
I've been looking, like every time I go
anywhere. I'd slap one of those there
antique mall or flea market or something. I'm looking.
Dude, they got these Funko Pops that have they're like little Blockbuster things.
Yeah, I've seen them. But I know Steve doesn't like Funko, so
but they're not people Funkos, right?
Yeah, but they're really cool. Hold on, let me show you.
They're little VHS cassette.
Yeah, if it's a VHS guy, if it's a little character, that's one thing. I don't like their people Funkos where they're
so it's a clamshell case. Like I saw Batman, a clamshell case of Batman. Then you open it up, it's a little Funko Batman character in there. Not like a full pop, but it's like a different style of character.
Here it is,
Oh,
Steve.
I don't know if I would like those or not.
I didn't think you would. That's why. Like they had He-Man. They had.
Dude, this is cool. Come on.
I like that.
I've seen that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely. I want that. That's awesome. No, I really want that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think I've seen
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, dog.
I've seen him in the wild. I just didn't think you would like him because he's Funko.
I didn't think so either. I've seen him in the wild.
I like their little round eyes and their silly, basic faces on that. I don't like them on the people characters. I like it on that.
Okay.
I think they have other ones too.
If I see it in the wild, I'll let you know.
Yeah, like it looks good on the Pop-Tart.
Yeah, it looks cool on the Pop-Tart.
But like it looks dumb on Tony the Tiger. It looks like Tony the Tiger is on acid.
Yeah, they had one. I think I was gonna get two, and I didn't even get it. The Viewmaster one. I thought that
one's pretty cool.
That's fucking cool as shit, right? I'm like, man, I could replace that little Funko symbol with something. Man, that'd be cool as shit. Look at this one. We went down.
Was that Etch-a-Sketch? Yeah,
that was cool.
Oh, the lines all connect. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, and then they got look, they got this one too.
Simon Says.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man.
Damn. Now see, that's a rabbit hole right there for Funkos. Like if I could get like the Funkos of all the little 80s, 90s toys, that's
see, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, damn, you gotta get all the 80s little things.
And they have mini versions. There's like mini blind boxes that I saw with My Pet Monster.
Could you imagine if they had if they did those on game systems, like if they had like a Nintendo Funko Pop?
You know I'd have it.
Dude, you know I had this. Yeah, I got My Pet Monster. Yeah,
they have a mini one in a blind box with all those different toys.
Yeah, I got Street Sharks.
No, we didn't get them, but I couldn't believe when I saw them. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't seen him either. I haven't gone to see Ed at all.
So I'll say one thing I did get because I don't think I'll like display it on the show is on the way up here. You know, there's a video game store that we found in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which is kind of like our stopping point, and it's a really cool video game store. And they had a lot of things I really wanted, but I kept going back to the video game system I didn't own, and I never owned it as a kid. And that was the original Sega Master System. So it's the 8-bit Sega that competed with the Nintendo that got destroyed by the Nintendo. So I finally got a Master System, clean, pristine, 2 controllers and the light gun with it. So I'm excited to get that home and fire it up. So then I'll have every Sega system except for a Sega CD.
You have a Saturn?
I've seen the Sega CD. I have a Saturn, I have a 32X, I have a Dreamcast, I have the Genesis, I have 2 Genesis. And this one will be this Master System, US release, because they had one other one which was cartridge based. I think it was called the SG100 or SG1000. Maybe eventually I get that, but
that's awesome. So then you just down to the Sega CD.
Just get the Sega CD, and I already got a game for it. I have a Sonic CD just sitting at home, you know. So, yeah, I got a Master System. Then I got some other things that I'll talk about next week. So, but got a Master System, clean. Nice. Even Jenny's like, "That's the cleanest one I've ever seen." I'm like, "Okay, I'll buy it."
Didn't even hesitate, huh?
Nope. No. Sean, nothing this week for you, Sean?
No, man.
Oh, and then I got that. My brother got me that big ass Batman canvas in the back. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see.
Batman animated series or Batman?
That's really cool.
Oh, that's cool shit.
Did you get that at Hobby Lobby? Well, Steve doesn't have his headphones, so. Did you get that at Hobby Lobby?
I think so.
Because man, like I watched.
I didn't ask him, but it looks like a Hobby Lobby thing.
Yeah, Because Hobby Lobby, man, there's a ton of retro
There's
video
so
game
much,
stuff, ton of Marvel
so much
and
cool
DC
shit.
stuff.
It's so much cool shit. And you know what else? Dude, when I went Christmas shopping because this year we finally did it, man. I finally was able to, I think we knocked Christmas out. We're good for the kids. I'm always stressed around Christmas time. But this year, the union put in the vacation check rule. So I got me a big old fat vacation check right before Christmas. So I was able to go. And I'll tell you this right now, Ross has so much cool shit. What's up, Alex? I see you, buddy.
That's his bed's right behind me.
But I had some. They had a Red Hood figure there, McFarlane Red Hood, $5.99. They had a McFarlane Green Arrow figure, $5.99. Put them in the cart, and then as I'm walking around the store, I'm just like, take them, put them back on the shelves. Rachel's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm gonna go in the fucking bin." They're just gonna go in the bin. Like I picked it up because I'm like $5.99 for a McFarlane. That's crazy. I have to buy it. But then I'm like, but it's just gonna go in the bin. It's not gonna make me happy.
They have a ton of Black Series and all that kind of stuff too. I've seen all that. I'm like, I do the same thing. I'll look around, I'll grab it.
I just thought about something I did have. I think you've seen the rabbit hole already went down again. So
of course, we knew you were gonna get more of these guys.
Yeah, more three more, but they're going for cheap, so I can't pass them up. I'm like, well, you know what? Let me just get this one. Let me get this one for fucking $10. Let me get this one for fucking $10. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So
I mean, if you're gonna display them over there in your 80s area, that's gonna be fucking. It's gonna look awesome.
Yeah, I just want like Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and that's cool for me.
Yeah, I know. Like, and
I do like the retro card stuff, though. Like the retro card stuff is kind of cool.
It is cool, especially for the area you want to display those at. Yeah. James, the Green Arrow I found was one of those signature collections, like with the big box and the gold and all that shit. $5.99.
Did it have his signature on it? Because I know he's been doing that a lot.
No. Like it didn't have. No, I don't mean. Maybe it wasn't the signature collection. There's like regular McFarlane with the blue and black box, and then there's the ones with like the black and gold.
The gold box.
Yeah. One of those.
Interesting. Yeah.
$5.99, great prices, but Big Lots, gone. Big Lots, gone. What's up, Fernando? Well, he just said what's up a minute ago. But like, I usually clean up at Big Lots because we got to buy a lot of bullshit. You know, like we do the name drawing out of the hat, and everybody's got $20 limit, but like, and it's like, oh, only one person. You only have to buy a gift for one person. I'm like, yeah, but I got 5 people in my family. We all drew a fucking name, so. I only got to buy for one fucking person. So, but like that's we usually clean up at Big Lots and stuff like that. You get, little drinking games or little whatever, oh, look, it's toilet paper darts or bathroom darts, whatever it is. But Big Lots was closed. So luckily Kohl's had a bunch of that shit. TJ Maxx had a bunch of that shit laying around. And Ross.
Burlington Coat Factory too has a lot of stuff. If you have one near you.
I didn't, I have very, very limited options. I got I got to drive an hour in some direction. And when I get there, it's whatever's. That day I chose to go further into the mountains to Sonora. So, and what else? I got something for the show. A little card game here. Rachel got us to explore on the show. It looks like a VHS tape. And this is simply the big movie quiz. Just a bunch of cards with questions about movies. I don't know what's on there. She asked me a bunch of them, and I was getting them pretty good. So, like, this will be good. This will be a good game. So, lots of different categories, and that's it. Just 300 questions for the movie buff. Just something we could burn through and have a little bit of fun.
Nice. Definitely have to play that in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't got nothing else for the toy box.
So,
right. I found that too. I brought that in. Oh, I did. It's right here. I still have that. So
I don't even know what happened to mine.
If we want to play that game again,
I don't even know what happened to mine because we got the buzzers on there too, right?
Yeah, well, this, yeah, you have all of it. And then, yeah, you got the.
Yeah. This is 60 minutes.
I remember this. Those were the good old days when we actually did stuff for Patreon again. Oh, I finished Blue-Eyed Samurai. Fernando, just so you know, I finished Blue-Eyed Samurai. We'll just have to figure out when we're going to record the review for it, buddy. And then Taylor, you mentioned that you were waiting on a review that you paid for, but I honestly don't remember what that is. So
Taylor messaged me. I hit him up.
Oh.
He decided to go with a movie because he had a show, and I'll tell you what that movie is in a second.
Okay. Because I'd like to knock those out.
Promare. It's called Promare. Promare. It's an anime.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
It's a
right.
movie.
He does want us to watch more anime stuff. There it is. Oh, what's up? There's Taylor.
There
We will get it. We will get it. Blue-Eyed Samurai was not what I was expecting. That's a horny ass show too, man.
Awesome.
Anything else?
I think that's it for that. Any you said Promare is on HBO Max. Perfect.
Well, we have lots of news from our field correspondent Jordan, who's been doing the Lord's work. Jordan's been posting all this new stuff all week. On the community chat, they've been calling him our field correspondent. So I just figured I'd continue with it. Let's see. First things first, Cartoon Network shut down officially.
Cartoon Network, not the channel though, right?
The channel is shut down. The website is shut down. Everything is gone.
Really?
Yes.
Done.
I did not know that. I thought it was. Damn. Oh, everything.
You know why? Because everything's going to streaming. All that stuff, all that content is going to streaming.
Most of it's already on Hulu, anyways.
Yeah. So there's no reason to have run a channel when it's already going on there and first run.
Damn, that's crazy, dog. The death of fucking channels.
You're gonna see it happen more and more over the next couple of years.
Remember how much this show has been on during the death of a lot of stuff. We've been doing this show during the death of Toys R Us. We were doing the show during the death of
movie
Saturday
theaters.
morning cartoons.
Movie theaters were dying. I mean,
they're still
bound.
It's like they're dying, but then like as soon as you think they're dead, they're like that killer. They pop back. You're like, what the fuck would you just?
Well, it's like one or a couple hits a year now. It won't be like it used to be.
But and then like really, what was Cartoon Network putting out recently that was
nothing that's legendary? Oh shit, no. But then it was on HBO Max. That Gendry Tartakovsky.
Prime.
That shit was dope. That shit was dope. That was the last good thing I seen on Cartoon Network.
We're gonna be on the air for the
that's gonna happen soon. It's probably gonna happen sooner than later.
I went to GameStop just recently. They have nothing at GameStop, bro. GameStop is like, and everything they do have is like stupid price. I'm like, what? Who's buying that?
Just wait. All you gotta do is wait, and it's gonna go right on clearance.
I saw the box there for the 1 scale Batman cowl. That motherfucker's big. That box is fucking huge. That box is huge. I was like, damn. I didn't even look at the price. I'm like, I'm not even bothered with that. It ain't in my budget today.
Which Batman was it?
Which Batman was it?
89.
That's the only one I would buy.
That's an animated series for me.
Are they doing a California animated series?
No.
Imagine if they did a light up one for the Batman Beyond.
Oh, I was about to say Batman Beyond too. Is the other Batman Beyond
with the gray lines coming down on the jaw, with the light up white eyes on the stand? Could you imagine?
And it looks animated too.
Just 1 scale.
Done. That's all you gotta do, though.
That would get Sean to break his 2025 New Year's. That would get you to break it.
No, that'd be dope though. I wouldn't mind having an animated like helmet like that with the gray. You know, like the animated grayness on there and shit like that. Like that'd be dope.
I don't know. I don't like 89 would probably be the only one, or Batman Returns. The Batman Returns cowl is really good too. And they use the good symbol on that one. I don't like the Batman 89 symbol. I know it has its fans. It's the original, but I don't like it. I think it looks silly. So if I could have any cowl, it'd probably be the Batman Returns cowl. I think that's the best. That look, how they look by themselves. Because it looks different by themselves because they're missing, like Christian Bale's cowl, that doesn't look good by itself. That looks kind of silly by itself.
The Batmans don't look too bad. I got used
the one
to
from the Batman from his cowl. That one looks good, but like I don't know if I'd want to look at that up close for too long and see all the stitching and all the.
That's kind of cool.
It is cool, but personal and I think Ben Affleck's is. I just think it looks too. I don't like the way it looks with no face in it. Like it looks great when he's wearing it. It
has like wrinkles in the fucking eyebrow. It's weird. I don't like that.
I like that. I mean, especially when he's wearing it, I think it looks good. But speaking of the Batman, delayed a whole year, boys. Delayed till October of 2027.
Yeah, apparently he's working on a better script or fucking with. He's not even really finished the script. It's like fine tuning it now. I don't know what they're. I heard the plans are to merge everything together, but that.
I really here. I'm gonna put. I don't know what the plans are. But my opinion on that is I would rather they not.
I
would rather they not merge. I would rather they let Matt Reeves do his thing. Like let him do his thing. Let it be Elseworlds. Like
because what happens, Steve, if it does bad, we ain't gotta worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
But like I liked the Batman, but I didn't love the Batman. That's not my favorite Batman movie.
I agree.
Pattinson is not my favorite Batman. So like I was more excited to see what James Gunn had to offer because like we're not getting Ben Affleck back. And like even I have like issues with all the Batmans, right? Like I love Michael Keaton, but he's too small. Val Kilmer, he was cool, but his movie was silly. George Clooney, like again, I thought he did a good job playing Bruce Wayne, but a terrible job playing Batman. Who else you got? You got fucking Christian Bale. Good-ish at both, but not great at either. Like you could always tell it was a British dude faking an American accent, and I hated his gravelly Batman voice. And you got Ben Affleck, who like was cool, but sometimes he looked too puffy. Like, yeah, Sean, you know what I mean? Like he looked puffy sometimes.
Ben Affleck did not get his just due as Batman.
No.
He didn't get the Batman that he should have been.
And that's the problem with him.
There should have been a single Batman, not Batman v Superman.
That's the problem with Ben Affleck's Batman. We never got enough of it. We didn't get enough to really sink our teeth into who that was.
But mind you, the shit that we got was pretty fucking awesome. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
After we were finished recording last week, me and Sean went down a rabbit hole on YouTube and we watched the whole we watched the fight scene, the warehouse scene from BVS. So good. So good. So good. That's the best. I don't think we're ever going to get a fight, like a Batman fighting like that. Man. That was we didn't deserve that.
No, we you know, it's funny, we didn't deserve it. God, we didn't deserve that. We fucking were spoiled, stupid.
So I don't know. I was excited to see what James Gunn's pick would offer, to see what more, because Pattinson, you get Pattinson, like he's doing the fucking gravelly voice thing again. I'm like, didn't we address that problem? We figured it out. Zack Snyder figured that shit out. Give him a voice modulator, be good with it.
Yeah, look, we didn't ask you, how did you feel about the Superman trailer?
Superman,
James Gunn.
David, I mean, to be honest, I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good.
My God.
I still have questions on how this is your entry point, but and I don't know what it is about the costume on him. I just You know, I keep seeing people compare like Cavill's costume and his costume, and I'm like,
Cavill's costume is better.
And then Gunn came out with comments why they want fake muscles. I'm like, yeah, I don't think Cavill's costume had fake muscles.
Yeah,
he had muscles.
I mean, Cavill was running around without a shirt on. He looked just like that in the suit.
I mean, the suit probably bulked him up a couple, you know, I mean, a little bit.
Of course, yeah. There's always a little pad to define everything.
Cavill doesn't have like really big arms. Like his arms are kind of like not T-Rex arms, but he has like little arms. He doesn't have big arms, so they're not long. They're not long arms.
I would dare you to say that to Cavill in his face.
No. But his arms aren't long. His arms aren't long.
He doesn't have a long wingspan. You say he's got little midget arms?
Yeah. T-Rex arms. That's what I said.
James says he heard a test screening for Superman was not good. The tone being compared to Captain America, the First Avenger. The only problem with that sentence is I actually really like I think Captain America, the First Avenger is a highly underrated movie. I really enjoy that.
Dude, I don't know if test screenings are going well for people, but like, man, it don't seem like they're going well for people anymore. Like every test screening that I hear going forward now is like, ooh.
I don't know how you could have made Captain America, the First Avenger better. I mean, maybe some of the CGI was a little wonky, but that was a really good movie.
I think we didn't get enough Red Skull, but we did get enough of Red Skull.
I mean, but the Red Skull we got, goddamn, like looked really good. Like the what they did with Steve Rogers, like you bought in. The music was great. Tommy Lee Jones, God, give me it. We'd be so lucky. Superman would be good like that.
Good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think I agree. I like First Avenger.
I went back and watched it. I went back and watched that Superman again.
And if you think about it, that First Avenger suit looks an awful lot like the Superman suit.
Yeah, but then
and that wasn't Captain America's final form. That's the thing, man. They always change the suit. He's
not going to change that suit, dog. He ain't going to change that suit.
They always change the suit. James Gunn changed the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy helmet. On Peter Quill's helmet was different in every movie.
But it's Superman. Superman's suit is so iconic. You can't really keep changing.
I'm telling you, the symbol's going to change slightly. The suit's going to change. I'm telling you that he's part of that Stag Industries bullshit, and that's his corporate suit he's wearing. And this is his coming out party. And at the end, he's going to put the real fucking S on there, the comic accurate S, and he's going to have a regular suit. Mark my words. Mark it.
I hope, because I don't like this S. I know it's been in cartoons and comics. I just don't like it.
I don't like
the blocky S.
I don't like it either. Not a fan.
You know, nope. But
I would have preferred the regular S.
The trailer's cool.
I actually think that maybe maybe I'm in the minority here, but I think that the Superman Returns symbol was probably the best. It just was too small.
It was small. Yeah,
it was too small. But I liked the way that the S, like the way the lines were on it, the way that it didn't have the rounded part at the bottom. I liked the straightness of it. I liked the way that the lines went through. The colors were off and the size was off. But other than that, that symbol was like, for me, it was like really, really good.
Not for me. I ain't like that. I hated that.
Well, I think that the suit looks terrible. It's brown and blue and tiny. It looks like a swimmer.
Yeah.
Hello, how'd you feel about Crypto?
Wait, what? Crypto?
Yeah, how'd you feel about the CG on that?
I thought it looked fine.
Yeah.
I can't believe
100% done.
I'm gonna question James Gunn's animal CGI. Like, I don't after 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies
I just question the way it looks. This looks stupid. Like I don't like the way the dog looks. It just don't look like.
I'm still a little perplexed at all of the characters in the movie, and I get maybe they're playing 5-minute bits here and there. I don't know, but there just seems like it's. We've seen these movies when they're overstuffed, right? And they're supposed to be about one character, and it doesn't always work.
Agreed.
Again, and what I was saying last week a little was that I think that all those characters are going to be in the beginning. And what James Gunn has said is that most of that trailer is from the beginning of the movie. So
yeah, most of these, that's what they
all
are,
those characters, he's gonna get kicked out of that little group or have to leave that group, and we're not gonna see any of those fuckers anymore. We're gonna get them in the beginning to establish the world we're in, and then we're moving on.
How the fuck do you kick Batman? How do you kick Superman out of a fucking group?
Because he ain't Superman. Everybody. He's not the Superman yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
But how is he not when he's already established?
He's been doing it a few years. He's still learning the ropes. Look, everybody wanted Henry Cavill to learn the ropes. Everybody he needs to be trained. You know, he didn't know what he was doing. You want that, or do you want which one you want?
Superman is crazily overpowered. I don't understand how he's like, oh, well, you're only a good fit. Listen, motherfucker, listen. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you a couple years in on Superman, but this is not a Trinity yet, so I get it. You know what? I'm gonna give you that one, Steve. It's not a Trinity yet. But once you start getting into Trinity shit,
hey, you know,
you can't stop Superman no more, dog.
No. And they have it, you know, they have an arc. They have an established arc. They know the arc they're telling, and this is how it started. And
was it a JSA? JSA, right?
Yeah, this is going to be JSA shit. There's no Justice League yet. There's certainly no fucking Trinity. So, I mean, in this world, they know Themyscira exists, but I don't know if there's a Wonder Woman. So
no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
it's so early. But I don't know.
I agree. The cast sizes are the same, but it's also different because one was fighting a war. This one is
exactly. But they're going to be in a battle, and they're going to see all these people, and then they're going to be out of the movie. I guarantee you that Nathan Fillion's fucking Guy Gardner is going to have about as much screen time as what was that fucking Hogan's Heroes guy that was in Captain America: The First Soldier? What was it with the fucking hat and the mustache?
I doubt that, Steve. I'm
the Howling Commandos.
The Howling Commandos. It's going to be like that.
Yeah.
You're going to have the Howling Commandos is going to be have as much screen time as the JSA in this one.
Do you think so?
Guaranteed.
No.
Guaranteed. This is a Superman movie, not a JSA movie.
All right. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Yes.
But that's what I think is going to happen. So that's why my optimism is the way it is, because I'm like, we're going to get them in the beginning and then done with that.
But I mean, if test screenings didn't go well, again, we always hear about test screenings anyway. But I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. Jury's out. If it's a shit, Steve. Boy, this is bad.
I didn't make it.
No, matter to me. I mean, it does matter to us though, because again,
if this is shit, then it's like, well, then we're fucked for like a long time.
If this is shit, then Batman ain't gonna be good. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. They probably won't even make that.
Damn, I don't even got the Niners anymore. Fuck.
If this shit don't,
nothing to look forward to either, Steve. Believe me.
Although, what is your impact if this makes no fucking money whatsoever? If it doesn't gather the money that it should.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know what the budget is on this, but these Superman movies carry ridiculous budgets. I think it's going to make money.
Numbers of views the trailer got. It was like the last time I checked, it was like the third highest viewed trailer of all time.
Yeah,
that don't mean nothing.
Well, third last I heard. You
go to the movie.
Maybe within the first 48 or something like that, it was like the fifth highest, or right when it released. Maybe they climb up the ladder.
When that word of mouth hits, and if it's terrible, it's not gonna make no money. If it's good, then like everybody, like, oh yeah, go see it. Hollywood Report is great, one of the best Supermans ever. Like you get that kind of like vibe, then you know you in good.
I don't know though, Sean, because like we got those same words when Man of Steel came out, and then I went to the theater and I was like, wow, that was really fucking good.
But you know what's crazy?
everybody was talking about. I love that movie, but everybody was shitting on it when it came out. So it's like, I get Scott, my guy. I agree with you. I don't think James Gunn has let me down yet. I haven't seen a James Gunn thing that I was like, that's not good. I liked Splinter. I think that was what it was called, Splinter or Sliver, one of the two. Slither. And then I liked Super. Was fucking great. All of his Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. What else has he done? The Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos, all good.
I mean, he did the one with the little boy who was Superman.
He produced that. Brightburn, that was very good.
Well, he produced it.
He did some of those Scooby-Doo movies.
Did he direct those or write them?
I think he wrote them.
The thing about those Scooby-Doo movies is those were changed in post. They were harder.
I don't know, man.
Although I wasn't a huge fan of his Suicide Squad. I mean, I liked it, but
So
not like
super,
the greatest.
Either.
Yeah, he hasn't.
The greatest.
He's only directed Slither, Super, Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad, and now Superman. That's the only things that he's directed. And all of those are good. He was the writer of Dawn of the Dead, which we loved, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo 2, which were rewritten after his drafts. And he wrote all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I'm just like,
I don't know,
it's really good.
I'm not disagreeing.
I have faith.
But here's the thing with all of that stuff. He's taken obscure things and made them good. The expectations for this,
high.
It's different.
I have faith in the man. The man hasn't done anything to give me a reason to think that can't do it. And that trailer, I think, is fucking really good. I watched it again.
I did too.
It's very good.
So, like I said, I liked it. I said I'm there for it. I am upset though. I just found out that I'll be at a wedding back here in Chicago during the release of Fantastic Four.
Okay. You need to figure. You got to figure some of this shit out. You got to start telling people to stop planning their fucking weddings around fucking like
major releases.
Like you need to look at the weekend that you're planning shit and be like, what is anything happening? Fantastic Four is coming out. We better not. Come on, man. You're fucking with the MCU. You trying to put your. That's a power move. A little. They're like, let's see what he chooses.
Well, I've already
That's
decided,
fucked up, bro.
I've already decided we're gonna stay at the hotel where the wedding's at.
A little see.
And at 10 o'clock, I will be going upstairs to the room and recording with you guys, even if I have a suit on, to record my review, and then I will go back down to the wedding.
You're crazy.
And then we're gonna come in early that Friday, so I can go see it in the theater, and then.
So Scott says his only concern is how much will WB intervene with the Superman movie. Now, my thing is the old brass of WB that was there for the Snyder shit, the intervening, those people are not involved with this. And so I'm hoping. But I'm hoping that there's
I'm just saying
some shit written into contract that is like, it can't be. You can't then, when I'm done, hand my movie off to the goddamn trailer company and have them re-edit my shit before you put it out. Like, I'm sure there's a clause that says you can't do that.
And I'm sure Gunn has more power because of his title and his role. But
yes, there will be
probably $300 million.
There will be meddling. 100%. Yes, they will have boxes they need checked off. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Fate says DC Studios is its own production company, which is true. It's the same thing as Marvel Studios, you know.
Yeah. But even Marvel Studios had people intervene.
Yeah, but not the same way Ghost Rider did, and not the same way Daredevil did at Fox, and not the same way, you know.
No,
not the same way the X-Men movies did, or the Spider-Man shit going on over at Sony did. None of that. Have you seen Kraven yet? No. Nah, me neither.
He is avoiding. He avoiding that thing, bro. He don't want that to go bad. But it's over for them anyway. Like then
I was gonna say, I think Kraven's only made $11 million at this point.
Bro, I watched the whole Rhino fight thing.
I watched it too.
That is terrible stuff.
It is so bad.
I'm like, wow. You put that out. This is why I'm not worried about Superman. This is why I'm not worried about Superman, because that came out. And like it's gonna be better than that. I guarantee you, it's gonna be better than that.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Imagine if it's not.
The way that Rhino.
Yeah, but did you see one of the crazier things about Kraven is did you see the like end credits or the end scene
with the chameleon?
When the chameleon looked fucking awesome. I was like, whoa, you shit the bed. You could have had a whole movie where you just had that guy doing cool shit. He looks great. Yeah. But then you spent all this money on making that big dumb looking unicorn guy.
Yo, that shit didn't make no sense. The chameleon shit looked cool. I was like, oh, okay, that looked.
It looked just like out of the comic books with the.
I was like, oh, that's all we got. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that was stupid.
Now there's rumors that Sony might. Now there's rumors again that Sony might sell it back to Marvel.
They should have been sold that shit back, man. They just letting it. They just shit in the bed with it. Stop it. Let it go.
Let it go.
Oh. God, just let it go, man. It's not for y'all. I don't know what y'all doing over there. Just stop.
But they have stuff in production right now. They have the Spider-Man Noir in production right now. They have Spider-Man, the Spider-Man 3 in production.
So I don't think and Spider-Man 4. So
yeah, and that's going to be Columbia Pictures.
Are they still going to do Into the Spider-Verse? Are they still working on it?
It's been delayed. They just got new directors.
Damn.
They're rewriting the story. It's nowhere near.
They're rewriting the whole story? I didn't even know they were rewriting the whole thing.
Well, they're retooling it.
I've heard some rumors that the main actor is posing some issues.
Could be.
He's been getting called out on social media for doing weird shit, being weird.
Well, there you go.
I heard that shit too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to spread rumors, but I'm like, when the actors themselves are calling you out, I'm like, oh, oh no, man. And they're calling you out on social media. I'm just looking at it. I'm not posting it.
What other news we got?
I'm just checking in with nothing else from Jordan. I don't see.
Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate that.
So we need to get him. I'm referencing a comment that was made, but it's a funny joke. But we need to get him, like, you remember that on the news on Family Guy when they'd be like checking in with our field correspondent. They'd be like, "How's it going out there?" He's like, "It's fucking cold," and then it would just be like, "All right, that's great. Back to like we need to have
it's on fire."
We could just check in with him. Like, "Hey, Jordan, how's things going at DC?" He's like, his camera comes on. He's like, "It sucks." It goes back off. Like, "All right, well, thank you, Jordan." We just need like a clip. That'd be so good.
That'd be too funny.
I'm just taking a look over at coming soon to see if we have any other thing. Oh yeah, disappointing update from DCU's Batman movie is that nothing's happening. They're not working on it right now. Like, okay.
I mean, I don't know anymore.
Like, how old do you need us all to be? Like,
it's getting late.
But Toy Story 5 is going. That's coming. We're getting another toy. I thought 4 was pushing it.
Yeah, because 3 had the perfect ending, but
it did. But I like
fun.
I like 4 too.
I like 4. So I'm curious what they're gonna do with it.
But then 4 had an ending. 4 it ended again. They keep ending it for real, and then they're like, let's go back and check in again.
If we got another story to tell another story. I mean,
it's Toy Story. You can't keep ending this shit. You just might as well keep it going. They got at least maybe they're bringing some new characters that'll lead the Toy Story universe into something somewhere else.
Oh shit! I gotta check it out right now. I didn't even see this, but they've just revealed what their jobs were. The parents' jobs were in Home Alone.
But the parents' jobs were what?
How did they afford that house and those vacations? What the fuck were the McAllisters' jobs that they could afford that? And so,
Toy Story would be cool. Real quick, back to Toy Story. It'd be cool if they brought in like superhero characters to kind of like, that'd be kind of cool, right? like a new kind of character, not like Buzz, not like Woody, but like a superhero character. Like,
well, they had that short. They had that short that was on like TV. It was like a made-for-TV special with Carl Weathers was playing like a G.I. Joe character.
Yeah, no, I
that
don't
was
like
really
that
cool.
One. Called Commando
I
or
thought
something
that was,
like
yeah. I thought that was cool. Like that they brought in different characters, you know. But you're right. Like shoot, they could just have a Mr. Incredible.
Dude, they can have anything.
Figure,
they can do anything they fucking want. They own all the properties. Like, why you can't?
They could literally have Star Wars toys. They could literally have Marvel toys. They could literally have all of it.
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
They could have their kids.
Their own fucking character.
They could have their kids just get the Disney Infinity set, and then those little motherfuckers pop to life and start running around.
Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, you can create.
Could you imagine a
character?
Yellow lightsaber Luke with the telescoping? His lightsaber comes out of his hand.
Oh, Sean.
And he walks around like this.
And it's all about like whether or not the Toy Story toys could be considered vintage. Now,
I mean, they already did that though. They did that with that guy who kind of took them and repackaged. You know,
Big Al.
Like yeah, they already did
Newman.
that. Yeah, I don't think they could do that, but I think they can tell a new story off of a new character. Not Forky either. That was fucking. I liked Forky, but
I do wonder, like, if the next story is Andy going back to get him.
I felt like I had enough of Forky, like right away. I was like, oh, okay, and then I was like, oh,
Forky's huge, man.
We're still doing this.
Okay. Forky is huge.
Forky is huge.
Love the Forky.
I don't need another Forky character. Like, I need like something that has like a. Like, I don't know. Like, there's so much you can tell with Toy Story, but like, you just got to be able to tell another story, like with something else that has an impacted character.
What if they start getting into like high-end collectibles? You have like all these really highly detailed statues.
Sideshow statues start coming
alive.
Hey! And then they just jump around and shit. Kind of cool.
So what do you think their jobs were? Kevin McAllister's parents. What do you think their jobs were? I have the answer in front of me.
Banker for the dad, and a teacher for the mom.
No.
Investment banker.
So they envisioned that the mom was a very successful fashion designer and the dad worked in advertising.
Okay.
I thought that was going to be more exciting. It's like I was just reading that as I was telling you. I didn't know what I was going to say. It's like, why couldn't the dad be like a bookie or something? You know, like why couldn't it be something cool?
You have like criminal background.
Yeah, like he's like a money launderer. He's like from Ozark and shit. like they had to go on those vacations because they had to move the money and shit.
God damn, Ozark.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah, man, that would have been cool. No such luck. Nosferatu's getting some good buzz.
Good reviews. It's made some decent money. I think it's up to like 25 million domestically. So
I hear a lot of people that are like, it's just the same story as Bram Stoker's Dracula. I'm like, yep.
Well, yeah,
it's been that way for like 100 years.
I don't know what you expect.
Were you surprised? Did you not watch the trailer?
Sonic's
right there.
Sonic 3
still looks good. Sonic 3.
Sonic 3 is doing well. Highest rated video game property on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Made over $100 million already domestically.
Yeah, fucking Sonic is killing the game right now. So. I mean, they've only gotten better though. Like I like Sonic 2. I like Sonic 1. I kind of want to go see Sonic 3, to be honest.
I do. Like, that's again another one I want to see when we get back. So Steve still hasn't seen any of the Sonic movies.
No, I haven't even seen any of them. I don't want to. I'm not interested in those silly little animals running around with James Marsden. It does not interest me.
Really? But they're good.
I don't. Why?
They're fun. Jim Carrey's good.
Yeah. Jim Carrey is good. He is very good.
It does not interest me at all.
Did you see
Blair Nights? Look at that. I love this show. It's every single stage of beard growth.
You missed it, man. You missed it a few months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago it was a lot bigger for some and a lot shorter for
I was
others.
like fucking.
I just cut mine.
I shaved mine completely off.
I had to shave the sides. Look like Lex Luthor and shit.
I shaved it all down, and then I was like, God damn, I got so much. Fuck gray. I got a lot of white in my shit. Like I'm just bypassing gray completely.
See my white? Look at my white. My white didn't.
Like, you know, Sean, this is now every show is the Salt and Pepper Show.
And I got a couple coming in up here. You just can't see them yet. So, but they're there.
I see my brother over the holiday, and I was like, yo, why your shit ain't gray like mine? You know?
Just for men.
And my brother's older than I am, so like,
he dyes it, 100%.
I'm like, you dying the shit out of that thing, man. Like, why? But my conversation to you is why? Why are you dying it? Like, you like some people just don't want to. They want to stay young. I don't get it. Like, I love my gray shit, though. Love it.
Oh,
I'm too old to dye it.
No, I don't live in a comic book store. I do have a comic book rack, but these are all VHS movies. I live in a video store. It's cool too, though. It smells more like popcorn than bubble.
For sure.
Thank you for being on Twitch, Polar Nights. I'm not sure we get too many Twitch comments, so
yeah,
kind of
really
cool.
WHS. I don't know what.
I think it means VHS.
Yeah, VHS. Yeah, movies old. The old movies of the olden days.
Well, he's on Twitch, so he's on Twitch. So we're definitely old men.
I'm an old man in my 40s.
I mean, we're all bald.
And we watch. Yeah, we are all bald. That is the thing.
When we started this show, we joked about one day being the little geezers. 100% yes. I don't have an 8-track player. I do have a tape deck, though. Yeah,
I have some tapes. I definitely have some tapes.
I got tapes. I
collect old NES cartridges. So.
You know, I do still. I would love to have like the Beastie Boys old, like, you know, tapes and like old like rap tapes and shit. But rap tapes are hard to find.
What is a Twitch?
That's when it burns. That's when it burns when you pee.
Oh. You need to go to the doctor for that.
When I wake up in the morning, I start twitching.
Yeah, the antibiotics clear that right up.
That's when your back. When we wake up and our back already spasms.
It's when you stand up and you sit down and all your joints make noises and shit. You sound like an old house. Like,
I mean, we said it. We're gonna be the League of Geezers any day now, and it's getting closer and closer. So.
It's 2025, y'all. Good Lord.
So that's 2025. It's officially, will it be 11 years in February or 10? No, it's 11. So we're finishing the 10th year.
I feel like we've been pushing 10 for a long time. Maybe I'm crazy, but I just felt like that. I don't know why.
No, we started in 2014.
No. I believe it. It just sounds funny.
We're starting to lose it a little bit.
Starting to lose our memories.
I think we already lost it already. We're definitely on our low tiers right now. There's no high tiers for us anymore.
Yeah. But so next week, we have a cool idea for next week. You know, for a while we were doing a lot of those best of the summer, and I remember we used to have those cool. I would make all those cool little intros for like best song or best movie, worst movie, best show, worst show, best actor, worst actor, actress, best and worst. What else did we have?
Hold on. Polar Nights. He can only follow 300 people or 3,000 people on Twitch. He needs to delete someone, and then he wrote, "I deleted a fat girl doing squats for $1."
I don't know. I don't know if we can compete with the fat girl doing squats for $1. That's pretty tricky. But yeah, Fernando, we used to have the voicemails. We could bring that back. We could, but the problem was people weren't leaving voicemails, and we were starting to get weird calls on there, like robocalls and like.
Oh, y'all were? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was getting like people speaking like Mandarin, asking me about traveling and shit. I'm like, this is useless. But so next, I played a couple of them, but next week we're gonna do the best of, worst of all 2024, and it's kind of like an award show. We're gonna theme it like an award show. We're gonna call it the Geekies. That's right, the Geekies.
The Geekies.
The Geekies. You sound like you said the Geekies.
I did not say the Geekies. I said the Geekies.
It sounded like that, dude.
No, only you heard that. Only you heard that.
I did. I know.
So that's going to be fun. I'll make a bunch of little intro clips and all that we can play before the things, and we'll pick our best and worst. And Lil, you'll be back in your Spider-Man den.
Yeah, I had a I have to have cleaners come in. I heard Ed left some surprises for me in my chair.
He was recording from your house last weekend. That was very funny. Uh-oh. He said he look like his dad's favorite actor. That's just dangerous.
I was gonna say, who is that?
Ming the Merciless, arch enemy of Flash Gordon. You look like Ming the Merciless.
Yo, you do look like Ming the Merciless. Hold up, I gotta pull a picture of Ming the Merciless. Yo, you do look like Ming the Merciless. Look at this cat, dog. I can't. Oh my God, I can't. I'm done with that.
I have that on VHS.
Oh no, I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
That's really funny.
Go like this a little. Little evil look.
Oh, James heard it too. I guess I did say Geekies.
I told you said it, man. I know I agree.
Maybe we'll call it the Geekies. You keep fucking with me. We'll see what happens. I'll make the intros.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's very funny.
That was a good one. Welcome back, Alo. So happy I didn't miss the episode. Well, you kind of did. It's over now. We're just bullshitting.
Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap. You're on mute. Can't hear you.
Your earphones.
Oh, Lil's earphones died. All right, Lil. Salutations. We'll see you next week in 2025. We'll see you next year.
Earphones out, right? You know you can take the earphones out and listen to it on your thing, right? You're on your laptop, aren't you?
Do you know how technology works?
Yeah, your microphone works on your laptop. You know what?
You go to the settings and you can change it.
You know what? Just
yeah.
It still don't work? He wants to go to sleep anyway. He gotta get up.
Come on, Polar Knights. This isn't a Daytona shirt. It's Cobra Kai, bro. Cobra Kai rules.
All right, Lil. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. And then you gotta go to bed.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
Sound good?
Well, with that, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your support. And until,
next
this
week.
Is a little.
Next year.
Oh, shit. Next year.
This is a little.
This is Sean.
All right. And until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other, and keep it geeky.
I'm Ricky Bobby. If you don't chew Big Red, then you.
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth. That's what you have.